Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and of course to The Long Dark. My name is Huck and we are starting here at the farmhouse, which is right here, which is where we left off at the end of the last episode. Between the last episode and this episode, there's a few things that I wanted to make note of. First of all is that I realized I never checked the microwave. Oh, and there's a cup of coffee in there. I fully expected that to be completely empty, to be perfectly honest. But I thought I would check it anyway. Obviously the storm is still going on outside, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and make a fire, because at some point we will need to leave here. Storm or no storm. So, the other things that I wanted to make note of, first of all, let's get this going and put some more fuel in it. There are some more books on the shelf to my right. So let's add some books for fuel. There, let's make it at least an hour because I would like to reheat these peaches that I had. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and cook that as well. And cook the... heat up. Okay. Oh, I had grabbed all of those. I had forgotten that I had grabbed those. Anyways, one thing that I would like to do is that I did actually, between episodes, I Googled this to see if there was a way to take out the fuel. The wiki claims that if you harvest it, you do in fact get the lantern fuel, even though... Oh, that's going to take an hour. I can't do that, though, until because... I can't do that because my coffee's going to burn, though. And the peaches will as well, actually. Some other items of note, I guess, until we're able to do that. I did, between episodes, I repaired these mittens, which turned out to be better than the red mittens. And I also repaired one of the other pairs of wool socks. Oh, sounds like the storm is dissipating. I repaired another pair of the wool socks. So now I've got wool socks on both layers, as opposed to the athletic socks, which were just not quite as warm. And other than salvaging the furnace to see if we get the furnace, other than salvaging the lantern to see if we get the lantern fuel, there we go. Let's go ahead and eat that. Hopefully this is, this has got 54 minutes in here. Let's add one more book. You know what, actually, here, let's just add the cedar firewood. Oh, that was maybe a little much, actually. Alright, so I have completely changed my plan since the end of the last episode. I was talking about possibly going up to here and then through these houses on the way back, just to be able to finish all of the houses in Milton. But I do know that when I was searching down along this line of houses, I had stopped at one point and said that, you know, I would go revisit the other ones. I was pretty sure that the rest of the houses were those, like, burnout, dilapidated ones that you couldn't go into. But I'm also not 100% sure. And since I'm still looking for some sort of weapon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe just take as much stuff as I can. I'm going to head back. I might investigate the schoolhouse on my way back. We'll go back to Grey Mother's. We'll dump a bunch of stuff off. And then I'll try to get these 4 houses, the post office, which we've never hit yet. And then I will kind of saunter down Main Street to see if there are any other houses that I can identify that I have not actually, that I've not been through yet. But this, we're going to go ahead and let's harvest this and see if we get the lantern fuel like it claims. Oh, I sure did. Okay. There's still 44 minutes on the fireplace, so is my coffee still warm? Because we are going to go now. It is hot. Okay. In that case, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to leave all those things behind just in case we ever come back here. I don't think we will, but obviously I do have, here, because I ate those peaches, I have another empty can in my inventory. So, matter of fact, oh, I haven't used hardly any of my lantern fuel, it looks like. Okay, thought maybe I could Get rid of some of that. Let's peek out here and see where the wolves are. Okay. It's not crazy windy. Okay, let's go ahead and drink that coffee. Well, actually, you know what? I still got the warming up benefit. And I'm going to take the long way around, just because of the fact that there had been a wolf close to the barn, and I don't know what his patrol pattern is. As a matter of fact, I see it just beyond the tree there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I don't think he can probably see me yet. Uh-oh, he's coming this way. Get our stones. Oh gosh, there's two of them. Okay. He seemed to be going the opposite direction. But anyway, since we got the warming up benefit from the peaches, figured I might be able to hold the coffee off for a little bit yet. Let's... How much inventory space do I... Oh, I have quite a bit now. Let's go ahead and grab some sticks back. Oh gosh. Okay, let's put these away really quickly since I'm throwing them accidentally. Grab some fuel on the way since we're going to need to add some stuff to Grey Mother's firebox to get her through the rest of the winter. Okay, so far we're still out of sight of the wolves, but... Uh-oh. One's coming this way. Okay. He turned and is heading the opposite direction now, but... Let's try to... Those birds are flying. Okay. I guess that at least means there's no dead bodies around. Otherwise they would be circling. Okay, the other one's way over there. This one, I think we're good. I hope we're good. There had, of course, been one that was down here maybe a little closer to these hay barns. I'm guessing that's one of the ones that's moved over that direction. As I walked across that ice, it made a cracking sound. I was getting a little nervous that it was going to collapse on me. Okay, that sound is still behind me. Okay, can we go this way? No. Let's go this way. I don't want to break my legs. Okay, he's way down there still. And like I said, we do need a fair amount of food and fuel to still go in Grey Mother's stuff so that she can survive the winter. That wolf is in front of us. Or is that still echoing from behind us? I'm not sure. It sounded like it was in front, but then once I turned around completely, it sounded like it almost could have been behind me as well. Alright. As I mentioned, I'm going to go up here to this schoolhouse and see if there was anything here that I was supposed to investigate. Since obviously this is where apparently all the villagers burned to death. By the way, I'm still not unhappy with the decision to leave the inmate, that Hobbs guy, to leave him survive. he's obviously, I mean, he hasn't died yet, but he obviously will die there. I mean, there's really no two ways about it.
Terrible.
It sure is. Anyways, he couldn't move, and so he's not going to be able to get out of there. Oh, this is probably a good resource to put in Grey Mother's stuff. So, and he did mention they didn't start the fire. The villagers were actually camped out in here trying to stay warm because of the blizzard and the fact that the power went out, and then the geomagnetic event that caused all the power to go out is actually what... Oh, there's sneakers. That's what actually caused the fire. They just did not make an effort to help any of the people out. And if I'm being honest too, in the back of my head, there have been a number of games that I've played in the past where you'll get in the Elder Scrolls and things like that, where if you kill a character, suddenly any quests that they are tied to become unavailable. And I was interested to see if there was anything else that was tied to Hobbs. Alright, let's get in here. So that made the whole way back with the beaches, and we were quite warm. Okay. Now, of course, we can't actually talk to her because what she wanted us to go to the farmhouse for was to get the safety deposit box key so that we could get the contents of the safety deposit box, which we do not have yet. Okay, so if I get all of this newspaper and these remaining sticks, and here's a bunch of coal, and here's reclaimed wood. Wonder how close this gets us to... Oh, and I've got a bunch of books in here as well as some firewood. I've been keeping about 2 pieces on me, assuming that a lot of places I go, there's stuff you can break down. Let's see how close this gets us. We're over encumbered now. But let's see how close...
Gotta go.
See how close this gets us to getting the fuel box completely. There's some weird sounds while I was in there. Alright, is there a way to actually see the amount of... without having to keep going in and out? Okay, I've got 16. Let's put all of this newspaper, all of this reclaimed wood, all of these sticks. Okay. Healed. Sprain risk. That's good. So I'm at 27 out of 36. So let's add in... Oh, all this coal. Here, she could just have that all. That's gotta be enough, right? Coal burns forever. Oh, not quite. 33 out of 36. Are we there yet? Yes. 36 out of 36. Okay. And I'm gonna, again, heat up that coffee, which I'm assuming is cold at this point. And I'm gonna dump a bunch of stuff in here because it is actually still quite light out. And I would like to try to get to some of those houses because it appears as though the, and I will sort some of these things out later and kind of investigate I brought these trail boots back because I think they might actually be better than Mackenzie's boots once they're repaired, but I didn't have leather to repair them. Goodness. Okay, and tomato soup. Okay, here's an extra hatchet. Man, this cupboard just takes so much stuff. It's amazing. Okay, here I have some scrap metal and this random rose hip that I'm not really sure why I kept. Let's take that. All right, how much... I'm actually doing all right on inventory space. I would like to, since there's not wolves out right now that I immediately saw, I'd like to try to take advantage of that and, like I said, go through the houses really quickly. Let's go ahead and drink that coffee. Okay. So, these 3 houses I did, that house is directly in front of us is not searchable. I did search those 2. This thing makes me wonder. So the first night, see, I came down through here and I hovered over this and I didn't immediately see that this was searchable, but when we were able to search it at the farmhouse, I thought maybe I'd missed that. All right, so these 3 houses, though, are definitely done. Then there is, of course, the post office, which has a dead carcass in front of, but the wolf is no longer here. And I had tried to search that house directly in front of us beside the bank. I tried to search that one and you couldn't go into it. And obviously you can't go into this house. Right, let's get into the post office quickly. Try to search this. It's a little bit dark. Hopefully that's... Well, you know what? Let's, Oh! I apparently found another one of the books. I'll go ahead and light this so that the video isn't dark so you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, there is another backpack.
That'll come in handy.
Well, you've already got 2 pairs of them on, so actually it really won't. A note? Milton Post Office? Margaret, we have to stop accepting mail at Milton. We have no way of getting it back to the mainland, but we can't tell people that or they'll know we've been holding on to it all this time. Find some excuse. Whenever you can, encourage people to use email or drone if they can afford it. I'll keep my eyes open for the mail van, but I don't hold out high hopes. I imagine Jack probably drove it into a tree again, somewhere way in the back 40. We're likely to never find it back. I should have stopped him from taking the truck while he was on the drink. I'll see what I can do to fix the situation. Hold on tight. Okay, we'll take that. And those driving gloves break down into leather. I will read that later. And here's a book. And here's a Summit Cola. And none of those appear to be searchable. No, none of the post office boxes. What is that? There's a rifle cartridge? See, there is some sort of weapon somewhere. I just haven't found it yet. I was beginning to think I was going crazy that I was searching for a weapon. Okay, let's leave the post office. Put that away just for a moment. Okay, there's a wolf that is patrolling that direction. Alright. This house is of the variety that is not searchable. That house we went into, and that house is not searchable. This tiny house appears not to be oh yeah, it's collapsed. Oh, there's a wolf right behind that house. That's cool. I did search that house, though, because I remember walking out and saying that I was... directly across from the black car. Okay. Okay. So this... Yeah, so then we were in that house and the bank manager's house. So you'll notice that house directly in front of us now is not searchable, and those two are blown out. I think we were in this one too. But I'll double check it just in case. Boy. Very dark. I was not in this one. Maybe this will be the lucky one that has the gun in it. Let's, I guess, go upstairs first. More books. Candy bar. Another book. Okay, none of that stuff is able to be taken. There's a scarf. I don't know if that's any better than my toques. The upstairs of these cabins are always a little bit sparse. I say cabins, they're actually houses, but they're a little bit sparse.
What have we here?
Coffee. And of course, part of the reason I wanted to try to do this is because we do still require a fair amount of food for Grey Mother. Can't search that apparently. Oh, this is searchable. I would like to get back to her house sooner probably rather than later, just because we are blowing through lantern fuel here for no particular reason.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Okay. Search the fridge. Ooh. We will eat that before we leave. Oh, that took my thirst down pretty far. But I'm not gonna walk outside with meat on me when there's wolves that are not too far away. Okay. So I was able to get some extra food here. So this is the way to the door. There's a bunch of crows circling again, but I think they're still circling that carcass, which the deer doesn't, or the wolf doesn't seem to be at anymore. This house is not searchable, and we, of course, did come down far enough to that blue car that I apparently wasn't able to open the hood on, but I remember being inside that thinking that when I went to the gas station that I was going to have to dive back into that at some point. So, there's that cabin. Am I daring enough to do it at night? I guess the question is, how close is the wolf? Oh, he's there. There's like a frozen pond. He's coming towards me. Is there a way to go around him? Let's extinguish this. Put it away. Let's go into crouch mode here. And just peek around and see if there's any way for me to get past him. Like I said, I mean, if I would assume there has to be some sort of weapon in the game other than rocks. And especially after they gave me rifle cartridges. Unless I'm getting Grey Mother's rifle, but she has not offered that to me. So, that sounded incredibly close, but I don't think the wolf actually saw me because I will... One thing I did realize... Let's just go ahead and go back to Grey Mothers and we'll try again tomorrow. One thing I did realize when I was editing back and rewatching some of the footage from before is that the music changed when the wolf actually saw me. So went into this ominous kind of music. Okay. Did she make me more soup? Wait. Okay. She made me more soup. And I didn't even finish the last mission yet. To go over to the, whatchamacallit. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I'm going to sort out some inventory here and maybe repair a couple of things. And I won't make you guys watch this, but I will... I want to try out those boots and such. So I will be back with you guys in just a moment. Okay, guys, I am back. I got a bunch of stuff sorted out. I got the shoes repaired, which did, in fact, turn out to be better than the ones Mackenzie was wearing. I also got the scarf repaired, which actually wasn't too bad as far as condition went. It has one degree of protection, whereas the toque I was wearing was only 0.8. So I did that as well. I think I had already did the mittens at the farmhouse. So other than that, I was going to double check how much water I have right now. 1.19 liters, which is not bad, but I'm very thirsty at the moment. I got most everything kind of shoved over here in the cabinet. Now I can take more of this. But I would like to try to get Grey Mother sorted out now as far as the food that she's going to need. So let's go ahead and see what we've got in here. Let's maybe get a drink while we're waiting because I need my... Mackenzie's quite thirsty at the moment. Okay, so food. Alright. Hopefully she doesn't hate dog food because she's getting a bunch of it. And all of these salty crackers. I don't want crackers or jerkies because they seem to make me... This was very moldy peanut butter. It was worth quite a bit of hunger, though. It's like 900 or something. I don't know that I'm going to need all of the coffees and teas that I've got on me either. I wonder if they count for... And I guess let's give her some... candy bars. Here, she can have a stale chocolate bar. I like the peaches. Just take a bunch of stuff along with me. And as always, I'm going to go ahead and fumble my way to the refrigerator because I don't want to use fuel to turn on the lights. Okay, so it would be really nice if they would show you like a meter that showed you how many of the calories or whatever it is that we put in here so that you would know without having to back out to the mission. I think it's going to take us forever to get to 20,000. First of all, let's check. Do these actually have... No, they... Okay, so the teas don't have that hunger meter. So if I've put any coffees or teas in there, I might want to take them back out. Now that I can. It looks like I haven't, actually. My scroll wheel is not working for some reason. Okay. So how far are we now? Yes. Non-working scroll wheel. I'm only at 13,000. Oof. How close does that get me? I mean, I know that there's a Supposed to be a hidden cache. 15.6 out of 20,000. There's supposed to be a hidden supply cache from the people. That's one of the side missions, is that there is a... nope, not the safety deposit box keys. This. Locate a hidden supply cache at the church. This makes it sound like there's more than one. I've only found one note so far. Okay. But that was the mission where the somebody mentioned about that the gas station manager had left the back door open, and so they had stolen some supplies and hidden them near the church. So I'm assuming, based on the fact that what we got at the gas station was, you know, food and drinks and stuff like that, is probably what is going to be in that cache. Yeah, I'll probably want to take along... You know what? Let's go give her the rest of these sardines, too, I think. I've got a fair amount of peaches. Okay. $17,100 out of 20,000. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that far yet. I just don't... I mean, I guess I could give her... all the orange sodas, and all I'd be left with is the Summit Colas and the peaches. Oh, and that tomato soup. Let's go ahead and see if that gets me there. Okay, let's see. Do we need them all? $18,350. And how much are these things worth? $250. So this will give me another 1,000. So I'll be at $19,350. I guess I'll stick them in. Because at least for now, we're able to take them back out. It seemed like after we filled them the first time, we were not able to take them back out. Okay. And she, of course, has made me more soup, which I'm going to, I think, leave sit... Well, you know, I guess I can pick it up because... I think when I picked it up, as a matter of fact, it said something about calories. So I bet this is calories. Okay. I will have to load up on a couple other things that I will need to take with me as far as food. You will see that here, how did I get this point, or plus 5 kilograms? The only thing I could think of for that is that maybe I found a book that increased carrying capacity, and I didn't look at it very carefully. But you can see I'm only at 15 out of 35, so I am pretty bare bones at the moment. So when you go to start a fire, you need firewood, you need tinder, and you need... Oh, matches is the other thing. So I have enough of different things there that I should be able to start a fire if needed. Should be able to refuel my lantern at this point, and I will take some cans of peaches along. But I'm going to try to go as light as possible, because if I'm going up that direction, it seems to make sense that if I'm going up that direction to get the supply cache, that I also go that way. You know, one thing we have not done, and maybe we'll do that before we finish this episode, but we're at about time here where we will probably be finishing the episode, but Mackenzie's not overly tired yet, but we have not actually gone... We never did get Grey Mother her safety deposit box, and that seems like that would be a great way to end the episode. So let's get... That wolf is still out there. That's up near that cabin where I would like to go to. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's probably a little darker in the video than it is for me. Well, let's dive into the credit union here. And I will light the lantern. Okay. Now, the one unfortunate thing is that... Well, first of all, it's unfortunate that I still haven't found a pry bar in order to be able to open some of these things, but I've not found the safe combination yet. So let's see. Okay. So you don't click on it, you don't click and drag, you don't right click, you don't use the mouse wheel, what's left? Oh. Oh. You use WASD. Okay, so I would imagine this works like a normal combination lock, yes? So the code was 193008, and presumably I've got to go back the opposite direction. So that's just an assumption I'm making. But that's how every combination lock works. Ah, yes, there we go. Okay, so it does identify when you've hit the right number. Okay. So, knowing that, I wonder if I can brute force the safe. I mean, not with the light on and not until after I've searched this, but I might be able to just go until I might be able to go until the first tumbler. There's gold bars. Might be able to just go until it shows that I've hit the right tumblers and figure out the code that way since I've never found it. Okay, so search.
I could use this.
Useful as tinder. Somebody kept a book in their safety deposit box. Ooh, chocolate bar in their safety deposit box. Yeah, so some of these are open. 7. Do I have a key for 7? I must.
This stuff will come in handy.
Another flare shell that I don't have a flare gun for. So... Okay. Oh. I don't have key 13. Hey, grandmother's safety deposit box.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
And we do apparently have the key for 20. So it looks like we're missing one of the safety deposit box keys for box 13. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that. Maybe that's up in that cabin. Alright, guys, I'm going to just pause the video for just one more minute here. I'm going to try to open this safe by brute forcing it. Okay, guys, we are back, and you can see that I did manage to get all of the tumblers open just by going kind of tick by tick until each of the tumblers opened. It looks like the code for this safe is 42, 7, and 34. So you can use that in your own game if you're playing through this as well. But let's go ahead and open the safe and see what's in it.
Could end up being useful.
That was really very unuseful. Okay. Do I still have my lantern out? I mean, all it was paper, a book, and some cash, all of which is basically just used to start fires with. Still no weapons for me, I suppose. Okay, so... as noted, to end the episode, we're going to go back to Grey Mother and tell her that we've got the contents of our safety deposit box. Okay, box. Whoops, hit the wrong key and I backed out instead. Okay, put the lantern away.
I managed to get into the bank, and
Did you find it?
here's the safety deposit box you asked for. I still don't...
Shh, please. Give me the box.
Jewelry? I don't understand. You said this would help me find her.
It will. Outsider, it will.
I need to find my friend. Do you think you'll be okay here by yourself?
You've done more for me than you can know, Mackenzie. These pearls were my lilies.
I didn't come across anyone in the farmhouse or bank that seemed like a lily.
Lily was... It doesn't matter.
Did you get confused? In your foggy gray memories? Maybe you thought Lily and my friend were the same?
I'm sorry, Mackenzie. I thought I was helping you.
It's okay. I don't think you're in any danger anymore. You should have enough supplies to last a while now. I'm sure help is on the way.
Now that I have her pearls. Lily's things.
What? Sorry, I don't understand.
I needed the pearls to remember her, but now you can take her things. Upstairs, in her old room, her climbing gear, her maps. They can help you get out of Milton. The path through the mountains.
You mean there's another way out?
Yes. My Lily was a climber. That's what happened. Never mind that. Take the rope, the map, follow her path. It'll lead you out of Milton and deeper into the mountains, north, towards Perseverance Mills.
Okay. If you're sure. Thank you.
Now lead me to my memories, outsider. Go out there and find your friend. And don't stop to think about Milton or Grey Mother again. We're of the old world. This new world is for the strong to survive.
Okay, we have advanced to Chapter 4, Paradise Lost, and you did see that we got Lily's trunk key in the top. I'm going to back out and we will continue with the conversation with Grey Mother and the memories in the next episode. And we will also double check here quickly to see... Okay, so I do still have this mission available. Mackenzie mentioned to her during that conversation that she had enough supplies to last her for a while. I was hoping that didn't, you know, kind of end this side mission because I don't have enough food to give to her yet. But anyways, that is going to be where we're going to call this an episode. So I'm going to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to like and comment, and also subscribe so that you're notified of future videos. But for now, my name is Hawk, and this has been The Long Dark. And I will catch you guys next time.